Of course, this is the big 4th of July holiday
Yes.
weekend, and it's so different than last year because we know so many big celebrations were canceled because of the pandemic. But what's back this year? Cass Lake fireworks. We're so excited because you can see them throughout the area. We want to bring in Faris Naimi. He's one of the organizers because Cass Lake fireworks, you guys really just started this, what, as neighbors?
Yes, we did. First of all, I want to say hi and thank you for having me on. This was an idea that I had for quite a few years. Uh, Myself and three other neighbors put this together, and it's an annual thing now, and everybody on the lake loves it.
And I will say, for some of us that don't live on the lake, I'm in Kegel Harbor, we can still see them and we still appreciate them as well. But this really is a neighbor by neighbor event. And so donations are still needed.
Yes, donations is the way we basically pay for this. We started it 4 years ago. Last year we didn't have it, so this is our third year. And at the beginning, we were committed one way or the other to have the show go on, and whatever it took. My neighbors and I, uh, we have four people on the board: myself, Carl Rose, Frank Campanelli, and Alan Miller. And we made a commitment that whatever it takes, if we have to pay for the whole thing the first year, we'll pay for the whole thing. We didn't end up having to do that. Everybody that we called or had heard about it contributed, and it's become something that is loved and definitely going to be an annual event.
Well, we're glad to have it back this year. And Ferris, if you can tell me, how does it work? Where do you get the fireworks from and where do you shoot them from?
So originally, we had searched for a company to put on the show. We had identified many companies that I contacted, and they were only able to do shows on land. They were not able to do water shows. And finally, I was able to get a hold of a company called Gen X, and the owner's name is Jason, and they did water shows. And Jason has done a fabulous job for us. We do it right in the middle of the lake where everybody on the lake pretty much can see it. There are 850 homes, give or take, that are on the lake directly, that have lake frontage or in a canal or basin or what so have you. And we have many other people that watch the show that come to Dodge Park or Marsh Bank or one of the outlots that's on the lake. Uh, so it, like you said, you live in Kego Harbor and you're able to see it from there. You're able to see it probably for a half mile or a mile away. We are the biggest lake in Oakland County, and because of that, we have two barges that we put out there instead of one, which a lot of the lakes do. And it's a great show, and we've had a great response.
So, with that, if I can ask, what is the typical cost?
It costs between 25 and $30,000.
Woo!
We have, yes, we have. Actually, Jason over at Gen X works with us closely in terms of the costs of the show. There are minor expenses in terms of the flyers and so on and so forth. And one of the people that we have on the board is an attorney. Everything that we do, whether it's legal fees, everything that we do is strictly volunteer. It's a nonprofit corporation, and we everything that comes in goes in to the fireworks.
Well, we are so lucky to be able to have you in the community. And I will say, everyone that is out there, even if you donate $5, $10, because this really is a benefit for all of us. How can people donate?
We're on Venmo, we're on PayPal, and you could send a check directly to uh, myself at 3220 Erie Drive, Orchard Lake, Michigan 48324. We have a flyer that goes out, and I believe that Larry said that he's going to post the flyer where it's got the address and all that on there. All checks are made payable to Cass Lake Fireworks Inc. And that's where we.
I think I will say, first, I'm kind of like, oh, a check. People still have those? No. PayPal, Venmo, but I think I found out about you guys. Someone posted a picture of the flyer in the Sokigo Facebook group.
Yes, we are also on Facebook.
So, with that, too, tell us what time do you typically start to shoot off the fireworks?
It gets a little bit dark out there, so you're able to see the full effect of the fireworks. And it's between 9:45 and 10 o'clock. Right now, I believe sunset is 9:45. So shortly after that, they start the show.
How do you figure out which fireworks to use? I mean, do they basically have a package and say, "Hey, these are the fireworks, and we put them off like in this order"? Because you can't just go willy nilly on the fireworks.
No, you definitely can't. This is all pre-orchestrated by the company, and we've talked to the company in terms of the length of the show that we want and how many barges that we want out there. And they made suggestions because of the size of our lake and so on and so forth. Originally, when we spoke to Jason, we're thinking about doing one barge, but he suggested doing two barges because of the size of the lake. And also it costs a little bit more than a ground show, because a ground show, you're a lot closer to the fireworks. Some of the country clubs do it on a golf course and so on and so forth. In this case, we're in the middle, the barges are in the middle of the lake where we're further apart, being in our backyards at the house or in the neighborhood. So he has to use bigger fireworks in order for them to go higher and be more visible. So basically, we leave it up to Gen X to put the show together. And so far, they've done an excellent job.
How long will the show last?
Typically between 20 and 30 minutes.
Has it been a problem this year getting the fireworks because we're hearing of a shortage, or is that mainly more just commercial for us regular people?
He's been doing this for a while, and he has the fireworks that he needs to put the show together. I have not asked him if it was difficult or not to get the fireworks, but last year we canceled because of those reasons.
So, with that, talking to your neighbors, are they excited this year? Because last year was a year we don't want to repeat.
Oh, definitely, we don't want to repeat it. So as far as the neighbors go, they are very pleased as far as what we're doing and what happened to Cass Lake. Just about every single house on the lake has a family and friends gathering, some kind of gathering, whether it's their kids coming in from out of town or people that don't live on the lake that they invite over. Just about every single home out there has something going on. And if you get out there on a boat, you will see bonfires, tents, bands, all kinds of stuff that are planned to the day of the fireworks. So we're not doing it on the 4th of July. We usually do it a couple days before, just depending. We like to do it on a weekend where everybody's off. And the 4th of July, it's a very busy lake, and the barges might move and so on and so forth. So we elected to do it a couple days before. The neighbors love it. Last year when we didn't do it, I received a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, people that I run into, whether it's Starbucks or on the street, very disappointed that we didn't do it last year. So the neighbors are just very, very thankful and very happy about it. And it makes us happy to be able to have put something like this together. Like I said, it was my idea, but without the three other people that are on the board, Carl, Frank, and Alan, that were so instrumental in terms of helping me put this thing together. And it has snowballed to be bigger than I thought it would ever be.
Well, we hope it becomes an annual event here for all of us, because I know that you can see it from Kegel, Sylvan, Waterford, pretty much any of those areas. So it's so great having you. And again, thanks for doing this. The Cass Lake fireworks, they'll be going off tomorrow night, Friday. Fingers crossed, the forecast looks good.
Forecast looks great. We've been praying for good weather, and it looks like good weather is what we're getting. I just want to add that if you don't live on the lake and you don't have a friend or a relative that lives on the lake that you can go to their house and watch it, you could also go to Dodge Park or Marchbank Park, and you're able to view the fireworks perfectly from there.
Great. See, so you don't have to know someone. Well, we so appreciate it. Again, Faris Naimi with us. He's one of the organizers of the Cass Lake fireworks. And anyone who is planning to join them, please go ahead and go to Cass Lake Fireworks. You'll find them on Facebook. Donate some money. Help with the cost of this. $5, $10, $15. It all adds up. So we want to say thank you to them for helping us celebrate the 4th of July holiday here in the greater West Bloomfield area.